every morning, without fail. The moment you try to roll over, something locks.
Morning already?
3 steps before your back agrees to cooperate. You told yourself it was the mattress. You told yourself it was how you slept. You told yourself it would pass. It has not passed. And here is what nobody has told you. That morning stiffness, that 3-second negotiation with your own spine every single day, is not normal aging. It is a signal. Your body does not shout. It never has. It whispers. And every morning, for years, your back has been whispering the same thing. Are you ready to finally listen? If you are not yet part of the vitalaura family, subscribe right now. Every Saturday, we bring you the real science behind what your body is going through after 40, and the simple, natural solutions that actually work. No pills, no supplements, no complicated programs. If you missed last week's video on your gut microbiome, the second brain most doctors never mention, the link is in the description. The connection between what we discussed today and your gut will surprise you. This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your physician before making changes to your health routine. Now, let us talk about what is actually happening inside your spine every single night. While you sleep, and this is the part that changes everything, the discs between your vertebrae absorb fluid, like a sponge filling with water. By the end of the night, those discs are slightly thicker, slightly more pressurized, slightly more sensitive to movement. This is why the first moments after waking are always the hardest. This is why 3 steps feel like 30. Researchers at Harvard Medical School call this process disc rehydration. And in a healthy spine at 30, the body manages it effortlessly. But after 40, 4 specific things begin to change inside your back. And each one makes that morning signal louder. Reason 1. Disc degeneration acceleration. After 40, the cartilage between your vertebrae begins losing its ability to retain water efficiently. The discs that once rehydrated fully overnight now retain less. Less cushioning, less shock absorption, more friction between vertebrae with every movement. Research published in the journal Spine shows that disc water content decreases by up to 30% between the ages of 40 and 60 in sedentary adults. 30%. That is not a small number. That is the difference between a spine that moves freely and one that negotiates with you every morning. And the primary driver is not age alone. It is movement deprivation. Discs have no blood supply of their own. They receive nutrients only through movement, through the compression and decompression that happens when you walk, stretch, and bend. Those first painful steps in the morning, that is your body trying to flush that pooled inflammation through movement. It is not weakness. It is chemistry. Reason 3. Paraspinal muscle shortening. The muscles running alongside your spine, the paraspinal muscles, are designed to be long, supple, and responsive. After 40, in people who sit for most of the day, these muscles gradually shorten. They adapt to the position they spend the most time in. And when you wake up after 8 hours in a horizontal position, those shortened muscles protest. Research from the University of Michigan shows that paraspinal muscle flexibility decreases by approximately 8% per decade after 40 in people who do not specifically address it. 8% per decade. Compounded over 2 decades, the math explains a great deal about why 60-year-olds move differently than 40-year-olds, and why the morning feels the way it does. Reason 4. Cortisol timing disruption. This one surprises almost everyone. Cortisol, the hormone most people associate with stress, has a second, far less discussed role. It is a natural anti-inflammatory. In a healthy body, cortisol levels rise sharply in the early morning, just before waking. This is called the cortisol awakening response. And one of its functions is to suppress the inflammation that has built up overnight in joints and soft tissue. Research from the University of Bristol shows that in adults over 40, particularly those under chronic stress or with disrupted sleep, the cortisol awakening response becomes blunted. Less cortisol in the morning means less natural inflammation suppression. The inflammation your body should be quietly handling before you even open your eyes, it is not being handled. And you feel it the moment you try to move. Now, the solutions. And I want to say something before we go through them. Your spine is not failing you. Your body has never failed you. It has been adapting, compensating, finding ways to keep you moving despite everything. What it needs now is not medication, not a new mattress, not a complicated program. It needs 5 minutes every morning before your feet touch the floor. That is it, 5 minutes. Solution 1. The disc activation sequence. Before you stand up, while you are still lying in bed, your discs need to be prepared for the load they are about to take. 2 movements, 30 seconds each. First, gentle knee pulls. Both knees slowly toward your chest. Hold 10 seconds. Release. Repeat 3 times. This gently compresses and decompresses the lumbar discs, beginning the rehydration process before you stand. Second, gentle spinal rotation. Knees together, slowly drop them to one side. Hold 10 seconds. Other side. Repeat 3 times. This begins flushing the pooled inflammation from your facet joints before gravity adds load. Research from the Chartered Society of Physiotherapy shows that pre-rising spinal mobility exercises reduce morning back pain intensity by up to 42% in adults with chronic low back stiffness. 42%, before you even stand up. Solution 2. The 2-minute standing reset. The moment your feet touch the floor, do not walk immediately. Stand, feet hip-width apart, hands on lower back for support. Very gently extend backward, just 3 to 5 degrees, and hold 3 seconds. Return to neutral. Repeat 5 times. This reversal of the overnight spinal flexion position takes less than 2 minutes, and it signals your paraspinal muscles that the day has begun, that it is time to lengthen, not remain shortened. Research from the British Journal of Sports Medicine confirms that lumbar extension exercises performed immediately upon standing significantly reduce morning stiffness duration in adults over 40. Solution 3. The cortisol reset protocol. Because the cortisol awakening response is blunted, we need to support it naturally. 3 things, in order. First, morning light exposure within 10 minutes of waking. Open the curtains, step outside briefly. Natural light directly triggers the cortisol awakening response in the hypothalamus. Second, cold water on the face and wrists immediately after rising. Not a cold shower, just cold water on the pulse points. This activates the sympathetic nervous system and supports cortisol release. Third, no caffeine for the first 90 minutes after waking. Counterintuitive, but caffeine suppresses cortisol production when taken too early. Let your body produce its own first. Research from the Uniformed Services, University of the Health Sciences shows that delaying caffeine by 90 minutes after waking results in significantly higher natural cortisol output and better energy and pain management throughout the morning. Solution 4. Evening preparation. The most underrated back pain solution happens the night before. 10 minutes of gentle walking after dinner, which we have discussed before, reduces systemic inflammation, supports better sleep quality, and directly prepares your paraspinal muscles for overnight recovery. Additionally, sleeping with a pillow between your knees if you sleep on your side, or under your knees if you sleep on your back, reduces lumbar spine pressure by up to 35% overnight. Less pressure overnight means less inflammation to manage in the morning. Less inflammation means fewer whispers before you have even had your coffee. Here is what I want you to understand as we close. Your back has been speaking to you every morning for years, not to punish you, not because something is irreparably broken, but because a system that has carried you through every difficult morning, every long day, every burden you were never supposed to carry alone. is asking for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes before the world begins. Knee pulls, spinal rotation, stand, extend, light, cold water, walk tonight. That is the entire protocol. Simple, real, free. And your back, the one that has never once let you fall, deserves that 5 minutes. How long have you been waking up with back pain? And where in the world are you watching from? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If someone you love starts every morning negotiating with their spine, share this with them today. One tap, 5 minutes, real change. Subscribe to vitalaura if you are not already part of this family. Every Saturday, real science, real solutions, zero fluff. And next week on vitalaura, your hair has been falling out slowly, silently, for years. And most people never ask the question that actually matters. Not how to stop it, but why it started. Because your body does not lose hair without reason. It is a signal, like every other signal we have discussed. And the science behind it, from researchers at Columbia University and the Cleveland Clinic, will change the way you think about what you see in the mirror every morning. Next Saturday, vitalaura. Your hair has been trying to tell you something. This is vitalaura, real strength, energy and vitality after 40.